Easy Friday begins right now. Susan Thuku is my colleague on the sign language interpretation. Now, former Migori Governor Okoth Obado is alleging the killers of the late Rongo University student Sharon Otieno and her unborn baby in 2018 are still at large. Through his counsels on Friday, Obado questioned why the four men, including the taxi driver Jackson Gombe, who allegedly took Sharon to the crime scene, have never been charged. And as Ruth Wamboi reports, Obado and his two co-accused, Oyamo and Caspal Obiero, will know whether they have a case to answer in her brutal murder next year in January.
Friday saw Obado through his counsels Kioko Kiluku and Roger Sagana informed Justice Cecilia Githua that Obado had an open relationship with Sharon and that he was ready to support her and her unborn baby.
And in fact, the evidence of PW28, Lawrence Obonyo, PW28, was that the first accused told PW9 to go ahead and publish that story. It was common knowledge.
Kilukumi in his submission said the case against Obado was solely dependent on circumstantial evidence as they poked holes on the prosecution's evidence.
It is that lack of separate existence, Your Ladyship, that in law a fetus is not recognized as a person within the meaning of Section 203 of the Criminal Procedure Code.
On their part, Obado's PA, Oyamo and Caspal Obiero, through their counsels, asked the court to set them free on grounds that the prosecution witnesses lied to the court.
Your Ladyship, as a matter of law, because the evidence is not contested that this was a fetus, 28 weeks old, none of the accused person can be placed on their defense on an offense that does not exist in law.
The prosecution closed its case 2 months ago with the investigating officer Nicholas Olesena saying there was no iota of evidence that the first accused, Okoth Obado, had any knowledge of Sharon's murder.
Working together, my lady, abducted and eventually murdered the two deceased. We urge this court to find that there is a clear chain of events that ties the accused persons to the offense in question and urge the court to consider the evidence carefully and place the 3 accused persons on their defense, my lady.
Obado is among the accused person charged with Sharon's murder on September 2018 in Migori County. 42 prosecution witnesses testified against the 3.
Given the nature of the evidence and the length of the volumes of the cases that, of the case files that we have, in order to write a comprehensive ruling. So it looks like then that we'll have to take a ruling in the new term. The new term begins mid-January.
Ruth Wamboi for Easy Friday.